You've probably gathered that I really enjoy bags. What else could Brittany have found in the world of bags? I just keep coming back to these bags, just kind of dove in head over heels. It is not the only one that I technically own. The others have just not arrived to me yet. I have my first Loungefly bag. There's your first little peek at the print of this bag. I am already really excited. Welcome to the Bee's Business, or welcome back if you've been here before. If you've been around my channel for any amount of time, then you've probably gathered that I really enjoy bags. One of my favorite brands of bags is the MZ Wallace brand, and I extra love their small Sutton. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels when I carry it crossbody. It's a great little bag, so I own quite a few MZ Wallace products. And you may have also seen that I recently discovered the Aloha collection. The Aloha collection bags are very different than MZ Wallace, and I think that's part of what draws me to them, because in ways that my MZ Wallace bags can't fulfill my needs, the Aloha collection is able to. And so you may be wondering, what else could Brittany have found in the world of bags? What other style of bags could Brittany need? Need? None. I don't actually need any of these bags. While I love the MZ Wallace brand and the Aloha collection, there's a side of my bag-loving soul that I just haven't been fulfilling ever. This bag that I have inside of this packaging, you may be able to see a little bit of the logo there, so maybe you have an idea also based on the shape. If you're familiar with this brand, you may have an idea of what bag and what brand bag I have inside of this packaging. I have quite literally not opened it yet, other than the box. I did open the box because I wanted to be sure that it was this bag, and it was. But this bag brand is one that I have been eyeing for years and have just not acted on. I was trying to resist and hold myself off, and I just keep coming back to these bags. I keep wondering about them. I keep casually looking at them a little bit here and there, and recently I just kind of dove in head over heels. And now this is the first bag in this brand to arrive home to me. It is not the only one that I technically own. The others have just not arrived to me yet, so I am sure this will not be my only video about this bag brand, but it is my first. And so without further ado, inside of this packaging, I have my first Loungefly bag. I am learning a lot about the Loungefly brand these days. I am loving immersing myself in this community. It's been a lot of fun to hunt through the different bag prints and styles that they have. Some of them are so amazing and beautiful. I'm very thankful to have gotten my hands on this one. I was able to purchase it brand new on Amazon, and I am dying to unwrap it. So I cannot wait any longer. It is time. I have resisted somehow. I picked it up today from the post office, and I did crack the box open, as I mentioned, to make sure it was indeed this bag, because Amazon boxes come to our home pretty regularly, let's be real. But once I confirmed that it was this bag, I did not go any further, and so I really want to see it out of this wrapping. So let's get it unwrapped. There's your first little peek at the print of this bag. Ooh, I am already really excited. I'm just such a bag lover. Ooh. I still don't have it out of the wrapping, but look at the logo, look at the front of that bag, look at that print. Wow, that's beautiful. I am very curious to see what my placement looks like on the front pocket. That's one thing about buying brand new. You can't see the exact print placement that you're going to get, which for some of the bags by Loungefly, it doesn't particularly matter. Specifically, their cosplay bags. The cosplay bags are all going to look the same. These AOP bags, which stands for all over prints, I'm learning lots. So these all over prints, or these AOP bags, are the ones that you're kind of taking a gamble on. And I was willing to do that, clearly. So we'll see. I am quite excited to see what's on that front pocket there. Let's reveal. Ooh. Okay. I have gotten her entirely out of her packaging, and I'm not mad about the print placement that I have on the front pocket here. I have a full moon. It ends right before this section of the pocket. I have a constellation here. I have two full upright Mickeys. I have a full upside down Mickey. I feel like that is nice print placement, especially knowing some of the other options I could have been stuck with. I am pleased with this bag. I know that some people, if they don't get the print placement that they want from a retailer like Amazon, then they will return it and purchase it again, trying to get a different print placement. That isn't my favorite. I become very attached to bags the minute that I touch them and they become mine. That is just my personality. And so it would take a lot for me to go through the effort to do that and to release the bag back into the wild and wait for a different one to come to me. I have patience in some settings. I am a teacher, so I do certainly possess a good bit of patience, but there is a limit, and that would really be testing my patience to do that. So I have no desire to send this one back or get any different print placement. I am very pleased with this. I'm just very pleased with this. Oh my goodness. This is the Loungefly mini backpack in the Mickey Constellation print. I suppose that maybe I'm not wearing the best outfit to be showcasing this bag. I didn't think that through. This is just what I wore today while I was teaching, and it is a black AOP print, I guess, dress, and I have florals all over my black dress. So this bag is obviously a black background with white constellations and Mickey heads all over it. So we might be clashing a little bit here. I'm sorry for that if you are displeased by the way that that looks, but focus here. The true beauty is here. If you clicked on this video, then this bag is likely the reason that you did so, not my beautiful face. So just focus here on this little cutie. I am pleased. I know I have said that. I'll say it maybe a few more times. This logo is beautiful. We have just a black logo with gold writing there. It says Disney and Loungefly underneath that. We have gold hardware. The zipper pull is just a traditional zipper pull on this one. Some Loungefly bags have decorative zipper pulls, and I have a few bags that are coming to me that do have decorative zipper pulls. So we'll chat about that when the time comes. Some other things to know about this bag, if you are new to this brand or if you are interested in this particular bag, is that it does have two side pockets here. They would be good to slip a cell phone into. Let me grab mine. Here is my iPhone 12 with a case on it, so we'll see how that fits down in there. That fits pretty nicely. Some people are not going to love how much the phone sticks out of the pocket. I will say that it's pretty secure in there. It is not going to go anywhere super easily, so that will just be a comfort level thing. If you're interested in your phone being in that pocket, it could be used for that. But again, up to you. And just like on this side, there is another side pocket over here. They are both pretty small. You're not going to fit too much in there other than some relatively narrow items. On the back of this bag, print continues. These straps are a nice solid black, and then we have the woven portion here. Sometimes on these Loungefly bags, this portion of the strap will be one color or one pattern, and then this adjustable area will be another. On this bag, they are just both black, which I really appreciate. I knew that when I purchased this bag, and that was one of the selling features for me, was the simplicity of the bag. We do have a little grab handle here. That makes it great for being able to hang up or grab quickly and easily. I should also mention that all of Loungefly's bags are made of vegan leather. There are some that have other textures to them, but the ones that have this material are all vegan leather. They do not use any actual leather. That's something that's really important to me, so I'm thankful for that with this brand. I know I'm not going to see the back of the bag all that much because I will be carrying it, but I do enjoy the print placement here. And this is just a nice big section of the print where you can really get a good look at it. The bottom of this bag is just a solid black. And now to tell you one of possibly the most exciting things about this bag, it glows in the dark. So the little tags here that came on it let us know that it glows best under UV light. I will try to insert some images of this bag when it is glowing. I do have a UV light, so I will do a little bit of experimenting with it when I'm done with this video and pop those images in if I'm able to get them. Moving on to the inside of the bag. This front pocket here is a generous size, so you can tell just what the width is like on this pocket. They come really well padded. This one has this piece of styrofoam inside, so let me gently remove that, or as gently as possible, because, well, I don't know how they got the styrofoam in, because it feels like it's, it feels almost like I'm gonna break the pocket trying to get the styrofoam out, to be honest, and that's making me a little nervous. But I mean, look at that. That doesn't look too great. Ooh, gosh. It's really in there. Okay, I think that piece of styrofoam is pretty much the exact size of this pocket. So if you'd like to know how much you can store inside that pocket, there is a 3D example for you. Many people keep the styrofoam as well as the padding that comes inside of the bags so that they can stuff them when they are storing them or putting them on display during the times that they're not using them. So here in this pocket we have the print continuing on the back, and then the rest of the pocket is just lined with a solid black. If you can see down in there, I'm not sure you'll be able to, but there's a little look at that if you can see. The zipper on this is very smooth. Just glides so gently. Now let's get into the main compartment of the bag. As I mentioned, it comes stuffed with paper. A good amount of paper. A really good amount of paper. I'm not upset about that. I really am not. I love that it's packed really well because it helps it to keep its shape as it is being shipped to you, and that is important to me as well as many other Loungefly collectors. Yes, that's right. I did just lump myself in with the Loungefly collectors because, as I mentioned, while this is bag one to make it home to me, there are at least a few more on their way. Okay, we got all of that paper out. So if you are wondering how much can fit on the inside of this bag, there's a little bit of a 3D example for you. A good amount. I am going to keep that paper, which, if that's strange to you and you become a Loungefly lover, feel free to toss your paper. But I know that I'm not going to be able to carry all of my bags at once, and so when they are on display, I would like them to be nice and puffed, so I will save that paper for puffing purposes. That is a true term. It really is not. Oh, I'm excited. So something that I was not entirely clear on with the Loungefly bags was if they all had interior zipper pockets. I still don't feel like I definitively know the answer to that because a lot of the videos that I have watched of people's collections of Loungefly bags, they don't really go too much into the interior of the bags. They're more showing their full collection or the unboxing of a newer style that's been released or something of that nature. So I don't always get to see the inside of the bag, and sometimes when I do, there seems like there's an interior zip pocket, and then other times I either can't tell or it seems like there isn't. So anyway, all of that to say, this bag does have an interior zipper pocket in there, so I'm very excited to find that. It's just a little dainty pocket, and let's see if I can show this to you. This is a little bit of an awkward angle, but my hand fits in there, not all of the way. It's, you can see it's most of the way, most of my hand fits into that pocket. So it's not a huge pocket. Typically in the back portion of my MZ Wallace bags, they do have a little zipper pouch back there as well. I store things like my checkbook and a pen. I definitely am not going to be able to use this pocket to store a checkbook or a pen, which is fine. I'm not upset about that. I can easily just put those things into a pouch and add some more pouches to my bag, because I'm also learning that I'm a bit of a pouch packer. But I do appreciate that that little zippered pocket is there. We will see what I end up using it for. So the interior of this bag is just a plain black with the gold hardware on that back zipper pocket, and it's just a big cavernous-like opening down in there. And something that I'm really excited about with this brand is that they do hold their structure well, even when you don't have things in them. As you can see here, it's not looking quite as full as it was when I had all of the paper inside of it, but it is very clearly, easily holding its shape. I'm doing nothing to support it, and it is still looking very much like the backpack that it did when I first pulled it out of its packaging. That is very different than the other bag brands that I'm super attracted to, like MZ Wallace and the Aloha collection. Those bags are much more floppy and do not hold their structure. And I like that at times, so I am certainly not giving up on my love of those bags, but it's nice to have another style of bag where that is not the case. So as I mentioned earlier, the Loungefly brand is kind of scratching an itch I've had for a while. I am a Disney lover. I am a child at heart. I'm an elementary school teacher. I'm a mom of 3, and I grew up with Disney and Disney characters. And so there's just a certain nostalgia around all of that for me that I don't think I've really talked about on my channel before. I just haven't had a reason to bring it up. But from an early age, Disney has been a world that I've been immersed in. And I remember going as a child with my grandparents and my parents, and it's just some of my earliest happy memories before some things occurred in our family that were slightly more challenging, but that was a happy time. So I really associate Disney with happy memories, and therefore I think my love of all things Disney is that much stronger. And so Loungefly does not exclusively produce Disney bags, though a lot of the bags they produce are in collaboration with Disney. And as you'll see as I share more of my collection, there are quite a variety of types of Loungefly bags. I enjoy these AOP prints. As I mentioned, it's kind of a gamble on what you're going to get for pattern placement. I got lucky this time. And so I do enjoy the AOP bags. I know many people who are into Loungefly do not, because they don't like that gamble of just not knowing what you're going to get. And they do have a lot of cosplay bags. That isn't personally my favorite. I don't tend to lean toward the cosplay bags. I do have one cosplay bag coming, and you'll just have to tune in if you want to know what that is. But overall, you won't see a lot of cosplay bags on my channel. I did just smell my bag. I'm sorry if it seems strange that I just smelled my bag, but I wanted to know what this material smells like. It is vegan leather, as I mentioned, and I don't necessarily know what that smells like when Loungefly produces it, because I do have some vegan leather products from other companies, but every company, I'm sure, has their own slightly different ways of making vegan leather. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe every single bit of vegan leather is exactly the same, but I don't know what the answer to that is. And so I just wanted to give it a sniff. It does not have any kind of distinct smell. It does not smell good or bad. It just is kind of a neutral smell, and I'm not bothered by it. So if you're wondering how they smell, there you have it. I'm excited about the simplicity of this bag in terms of organization and storage. We have our small front pocket, our big main interior pocket with a small zippered pocket in there, as well as these 2 little side pockets. Not much else to share in terms of the exterior of the bag and the organizational elements, and I am okay with that. Sometimes less is more to me, and this is a situation where that is the case. Here's a good look at that nameplate for you, as well as the print. I'll give you a little 360 tour real quick so that you can see all sides of the bag if there are any last minute things that you're wondering about. There you have it, my very first Loungefly bag. I was so confident in my love of these bags that even though I had never personally owned one or put one on my back for that matter, just having seen them a handful of times at stores or on other people, I felt confident that I was going to love them. And so I purchased multiple before the first one had even made it home. This was actually not the first one that I purchased, but is the first one to make it to me. So I think I'm gonna call this one my first bag, because it's the first one I touched. First one that was here, first one that I'm able to review for you on my channel. So we're gonna call it my very first Loungefly bag. As I've alluded to, this is not the last Loungefly bag that you will see on my channel. I would love to have you stick around and subscribe if you haven't already. Join us, become a member of our growing community here at the Bees Business, and share with me, have you heard of Loungefly before? Do you personally enjoy Loungefly? I'd love to know. If you do, what is your favorite print by Loungefly? I'm having a lot of fun learning about and seeing all the different prints that exist. There are so many beautiful ones, something for everyone, truly. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope that you found it helpful, and I hope that you'll join me for future content. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye! I did just undo the back straps off camera, and I will say that they are generous in length. I just tried it on for the first time, and I ended up having to cinch it all the way down for it to feel like it fit me best, and there's still a little bit of a gap on my back. I'll try to show you in a second, and I'm not upset about that. I am just glad that it is a generous strap length. This is on the tightest setting, so if you're looking at this going, that is not generous, that is because it is currently on its tightest setting. If I were to loosen it all the way, let me just show you. Ooh, can you get a good view of that? It's generous, like I said. That is the strap there. So I feel like it's going to accommodate everyone's comfort levels. There's a good shot at it. So nice and generous, longest setting and smallest setting. And that's how they hang it down, longest and shortest. And now let me see if I can give you a little glimpse of it on. Again, not the best dress for this, but hopefully you get an idea of what this would look like on the body. There you have it.